Next up, we want to install backup plugins. And you absolutely must have at least one backup plugin for your WordPress website. And I recommend you have two at the same time. There is nothing that sucks more than building a website that you're super proud of, and for whatever reason it crashes and you lose it. So always back up. And it's something that seems obvious, but it never seems important until you need it. So there's two backup plugins that I love for WordPress. The first is All-in-One. So hover over Plugins and click on Add New. And then Install Now. What I love about this plugin is it makes your backup so simple. It combines all of the files of your website into a single file. And then if you were to install this plugin on another website, you can just import that one file and immediately your whole website comes back to life. I've never seen a backend plugin that makes it so simple to transfer websites from one WordPress site to another, which also means that if you ever need to restore your site, you would just install a blank copy of WordPress, download this plugin, and then import your file that you backed up earlier. So it's great. That's the key takeaway there. And that's it. It's been installed. So once it's installed, you're going to want to configure it. So hover over this new tab here, All-in-One, and click on Backups. And here you can create backups manually if you ever need to. And you can export it to different websites or just as a file on your computer. And then if you want to import a similar file, just click on Import. So unfortunately with this plugin, it seems like you need to pay in order to have automatic backups. So personally, I paid for the Google Drive, so it's automatically creating backups for me in my Google Drive account. But with the free version, you will just have to export it manually. So this is a great option to have on your website, but that's why it's so important to download the next backup plugin, which is Updraft Plus, or purchase the All-in-One with the automatic backups. And this is the one we're looking for, with over 1 million active installs, and click on Install Now. And then activate. And to find the settings for this backup plugin, hover over Settings, and then click on Updraft Plus Backups. And from here, you can back it up right now just by clicking this button, or click on click on Settings and create your own schedule. Next up, you want to choose your remote storage. So where do you want the backups to go to automatically? Now, I'm a big fan of Google Drive, but you can use whatever you want. So what you want to do is you want to authenticate with the service that you're using, whether that's Dropbox or Google. So you select the service, scroll down, click on Save Changes, and then follow this link to authorize that account. So I'm not going to do that for the sake of this tutorial, since I don't actually want to back up the site, but you would do it with yours. And then as soon as you configure your backup plugin, I would recommend just clicking Backup Now so you have at least one backup in Updraft Plus. And from that moment on, it'll keep creating them automatically. Finally, the last plugin we want is a security plugin. Now, I used to think that security plugins were not needed. It was kind of overkill. And then I had someone try to attack our WordPress site, and I was so thankful that I had a security plugin installed. So I highly recommend you have one. And iTheme Security is free, and I think it's the best. So hover over Plugins, click on Add New, and type in iThemes. And as you can see, you're in good hands, over 900,000 installations, and click on Install Now. and then activate. So immediately it's already added some security features to your website, but I also highly recommend that you activate their brute force network protection. And what this is it's kind of like a collection of all these sites where if one site gets hacked, then iThemes can pick up information like how they're trying to hack your site, and it protects all sites in their network. So it's free, and just being in this network means more security for your site. So click on Get Free API Key. Add in your email address. You can read this if you want. I'm not a big fan of email updates. And follow through with them, and they'll help you get set up. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm not going to go through it, but it's super simple.